For ages. Kingmaker, Eat Yourself Whole, one of our choices for our 91 selection. Just search Alternative Sounds of the 90s on BBC Sounds and subscribe to get the shows every week. All right, coming up after the news, we're talking Soccer Aid with Vicky McClure and Teddy Sheringham. For now, this is BBC Radio 2 on your Sounds app, your smart speaker, and 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 9 o'clock. This is Anthony Birchley. Prince Charles is reported to have been highly critical of the government's plans to send some asylum seekers to Rwanda. The Times claims that the Prince of Wales expressed his views in several private conversations, telling a source he was more than disappointed at what he called the appalling policy. Clarence House has insisted that the Prince remains politically neutral. Our royal correspondent Johnny Diamond says it's quite a scoop for the Times.
Sometimes with these sort of unsourced reports, it's because someone in the palace is officially reporting this back to newspapers or news outlets. That's not the case this time round. This is clearly someone that the Times has met who has had experience of the conversation, who is doing it off his or her own fly.
Legal arguments about the Rwanda policy will return to court on Monday after yesterday's decision by a judge to refuse to block the first deportation flight scheduled for Tuesday. Campaigners say they'll challenge that ruling at the Court of Appeal. Mark Sawatka is the General Secretary of the PCS Union, which represents Border Force staff and is part of the legal challenge. He says he's confident that a full hearing will find that the government's plans are illegal.
Of course, legality is one thing, but I hope we also get the chance to talk about the morality and lack of humanity in these proposals, which have been condemned not just by Prince Charles seemingly, but by the Archbishop of Canterbury, all the leading charities, the UNHCR, and indeed the workers who I represent, who will be told to do these dreadful things.
Police in Brazil say they found what appear to be human remains in a river close to where a British journalist was last seen alive. Dom Phillips and his travelling companion Bruno Pereira disappeared in the Amazon rainforest last weekend. The government's expected to reject proposals for a tax on sugar and salt when it announces its new food strategy for England next week. A leaked draft published in The Guardian suggests ministers have dismissed a number of recommendations made in an independent review. The head of food policy at the Soil Association, Rob Percival, said the draft plan was hugely disappointing.
It feels like thin gruel. A lot of what we're seeing in the leak is a rehash of policies that already exist. It's really negligent, the degree to which it's failed to follow through on the food strategy recommendations. People are struggling to eat. We have these enormous challenges in relation to the climate crisis and geopolitical shocks to the food system, and this is not up to scratch, this document.
Police say they've seized 60 kilograms of cocaine worth an estimated £2 million after stopping a lorry at the port of Dover. 24-year-old man from Wolverhampton arrested in connection with the incident has been released under investigation. And Justin Bieber has revealed he has a health condition that's left his face partially paralysed. The Canadian singer says he's suffering from Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which is normally temporary. The weather breezy for most of the mixture of sunny spells and scattered blustery showers. That's the BBC News at 9 minutes.
Thank you, Anthony.
Now, Saturday Breakfast with Dermot O'Leary.
88 to 91 FM, BBC Radio.
All right, tomorrow night, Soccer Aid for UNICEF. I'll be there, of course, as will Vicky McClure and Teddy Sheringham. And they'll tell me how preparations are going after this.